Last time on the Dungeon Dads, we found ourselves in Lakenhearth, where Florn did not understand Ionas's magic hut. We found that Helsputh had left Lakenhearth without word, but left us rings which we found out later would attract her rival to them and thereby to us, leaving us no choice but to handle it in order to protect Lakenhearth. So we made our way with Despo Goodshower to a cave, where we hoped to set a trap to ambush said rival, and now there are more than we expected. Gentlemen, are you ready for battle?
Huzzah!
Let's do this.
Absolutely.
Here comes the Dungeon Dads.
Heroes rise, heroes fall. I see them on the front line, standing tall. They're risking life and limb to answer the call. But what they fighting for? Don't know, don't care. Just along for the ride, but everyone must stand. I'ma make sure I'm gonna win inside.
Oh, welcome back to the podcast, everybody.
Hey.
Oh, man. Well, as always, I am joined by John Watson playing Ionas Sealhavind, a powerful wizard with incredibly good ideas, but sometimes bad luck.
With the question marks? No.
No, the bad luck doesn't need a question mark.
No. Powerful wizard, period. Who has good ideas, period. That sometimes don't work, period.
And Sam Frank playing the one-handed war wizard who is kind of the glue of this ragtag team, I'd say. Right?
Yeah, when do I get my period?
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I regret everything.
And Tim Carr playing Filnyr a warlock who was really trying to figure out his place, I feel like. In the last bonus episode, we heard a little bit of a crosstalk there between Sam and Tim about why weren't you in the front lines with me? So now he is very much in the front lines to begin this episode for sure. What's up, Tim?
What's happening? Abel, I think if you're worried about your period, perhaps you should talk with Despo.
Jesus Christ.
Perhaps you should talk with Despo! Exclamation point.
I would have thought ellipses, but...
Oh, no. Okay. Guys, we ended last episode on kind of a cliffhanger. 2 weeks is a long time to wait for the battle to ensue. You guys set this trap in the cave, and you've got this powerful enemy of the pyromancer Helsputh that's approaching you on a giant white canine and she's following behind her meat shields, 4 dwarves from the Red Cloud Mountain, possibly Holdersheks. I don't want to give anything away. Can we get right to it?
Oh,
Let's do it.
That means seriously.
Okay.
It's already taken too long.
Okay. All right. So the woman rider on this giant white wolf says, I can smell them. Helsputh is not in their ranks, but they have my rings. Borin, Kilgo, Harnak, Vergon, move into the cave. Paulson, look alive, my love. Go. And all 4 of these dwarves who are in cloaks, they clap their hands and they start to rub them together. And they lift their hands up, and you see that these spectral blue clubs all sort of start flying above their heads, and they start walking toward the cave with knives out.
All right. 2 questions.
Okay.
Being from Monterre, being from the mountain, would I recognize a winter wolf?
Yeah, and that's what this is.
Being John Watson, versed in the lore of D&D, would I recognize that?
Okay. Okay. And then can I bamf Saber out without them seeing anything?
I don't know. That's something you'd need to do. Like something that just is still is less of an eye target than something that is suddenly not there.
Right. Right. Okay. So there.
I would call it a DC 15 perception thing
For them.
for them. Yeah.
I'll just leave him. I'll leave him still. I'll let them walk by, and then I'll cast it on my Filnyr and myself, and we go invisible.
Okay. So
And, as we go invisible, I say, Filnyr, I think we have a winter wolf problem, and dwarves.
Is that bad?
I'll let
I
you see
don't
for
know
yourself.
what a winter wolf is.
I'll let you see for yourself.
yeah, so they're about 95 feet away and walking slowly down the burn toward you.
And what about it's just the dwarves, not the wolf?
They're walking. So the dwarves have these spectral weapons floating like in just a few feet in front of them as they walk.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going first. So I would say they're about 30 feet ahead of the woman on the back of the winter wolf.
Okay. All right.
I suppose we need to roll initiative.
No, not yet. I wouldn't wouldn't do it yet. You guys still have some time.
All right, we gotta let him get it. Does it look like they're all coming into the cave?
They're all coming into the cave. 4 dwarves, followed by a giant winter wolf.
And there's a lady,
There's someone riding. Yes, there's a lady riding the wolf.
and they're all coming into the cave.
Dwarves first.
All right.
So she's riding the wolf. Does the wolf look organic or does it look summoned?
Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it?
We're
right
staring
now?
right at it at this point. We're staring right at it, Filnyr.
I
mean-
assume by when it gets close enough.
I mean, I don't know how you would know that. Tell me what you're looking for. Like,
Well, I just felt like if it's like a spectral wolf in any way, or if it seems like it's just a wolf.
It looks otherworldly. You have not seen anything like this before. I don't think you've ever seen a dire wolf. This is really, really, really big. I mean, this is one of those things that, like, if you weren't such a war-hardened like fighter at this point, you might be rolling to see if you're afraid. Like, this thing is crazy. And as it gets a little bit closer, you see that, like, it's got all this drool coming down, and as the drool leaves its mouth, it freezes and is dropping onto the ground as small little icicles. And it's making this sort of sound that is the ice falling on the ground as they're walking toward you.
All right, we gotta let. They're in the frying pan right now. We gotta let them get in the fire. And I do give a wink and a finger gun over at Jonas, or at least where he used to be. Right?
Yeah, he's not there and he can't see you. Okay, they're about 50 feet away. 50 and 80 feet now from the cave entrance.
No, I'm gonna hold it.
20 feet away. 20 and 50 feet from the cave entrance. Who holds the rings of the Moonbrook elves?
I look at Despo. Shh.
Who is it?
She's coming in anyway. Whether we say anything or not, don't give her nothing.
Gentlemen of the mountain, go in. Take no prisoners. Bring me the rings of the Moonbrook elves. Oh, yes, we will get them. We will get them for you, my lady. All right, everybody roll initiative.
All right. Ooh, 21.
Oh, Jesus.
6.
Okay.
16.
Jesus. You guys. I got a question for you, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Is it sort of like it seems kind of like you're always last, it seems, on initiative? Is it no, but does it ever feel good to be able to see what everybody else does first? Like,
Yeah, man, I'm a counterpuncher.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's great.
I'm reactive, and I build myself accordingly.
And sorry, Despo. Ooh, that's not bad. Yeah, better than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so the turn order is going to begin with Ionas, with Jonas. So from where you are now, you are about 20 feet from the cave entrance. The dwarves are about 20 feet from there, so they're about 40 feet away from you, and another 30 feet behind. Oh, sorry, 20 feet behind them is the wolf and Helsputh's rival. That's about 60. So she's about 60 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm gonna let them walk into the cave.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. Advantage.
But I'm standing still and invisible.
Yeah, with total advantage. Yes.
There
Yep.
we go. 15. 15.
Okay, Filnyr.
All right. With advantage. That's advantage even though my armor gives me disadvantage.
Yeah, you're not moving. You're just still.
Right.
You're invisible. You're not
Just like
hiding.
how heavy are we breathing right now?
That's right. That's it.
And how bad do you smell?
That's right.
Right.
Oh shit. I got a 3 and a 5, so 5.
Okay. All right.
Oh no!
Shit.
All right.
I smell cream puffs.
Yeah. So
Still
Jonas,
smell
you
like bacon from this morning.
you let him come in. You said you're gonna let him come in, so you're not gonna do anything, right?
Right.
All right, Filnyr, how about you?
Same.
Okay.
Sticking to the plan.
So on the back of this wolf, you see that the warlock woman, Helsputh's rival, she sort of looks around and takes her hand in this like cupping fashion, and she lifts one of her dwarves up off the ground, and he is suspended about 20 feet up from there, and she continues moving forward on
How does
the
the
back of the
dwarf
horse.
react to that?
Oh, he is used to it.
I should have asked this way before, but could we have readied actions before the combat started? Like when they come around the corner, or as soon as I see 4 come around the corner, I'm gonna X.
I mean, yeah, you can tell me what you're gonna do.
I mean, I feel like he did this where they're so far out that
Right,
they're
that's what I'm
coming around
saying.
the corner.
Yeah, you have
in,
like, you
in
can do
turn
that.
order.
You
But
can
I
do
mean,
that.
we're sort of like when they pop around the corner, I don't want to have to necessarily wait for my turn. I wanted to have something like already ready to go off. You know what
Tell
I mean?
me what it is.
Never mind.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Never mind.
Okay. So then
I didn't like the way you asked.
So then I don't want to. I'm not trying to get to metagame you here.
Okay.
But yeah. So then the dwarf that is floating,
Mhm.
he sends his spectral club like into the cave, and it turns the corner, and it's just sort of chilling out there. And the others all send their hammers in. So the hammers are about 20 feet away from them. They are very close to Ionas and Filnyr now. And they continue walking in behind them. and one of them starts to cast a spell, and you see that he sort of touches one of his other friends, and you see this sort of like briefly this white light sort of cover his robe, and they just keep walking in. And so so Despo. God damn it, Abel! What the hell are those shiny sticks that floating in the air like that?
Well, they can't see through them. Just get ready to kill the guys that are controlling them.
All right. And she pulls out a spear and holds her glaive in her left hand and a spear in her right hand, and she has it back, and she's readied it, and she says, the first thing that comes around that corner, I'm gonna throw the spear right at it.
No, not the first one, Despo. You got to let them all get in the room.
Well, how many of them are there?
I didn't think to ask.
I told you there were 4.
Okay.
We forgot
There's
to do
4,
this
and then
as we faded away.
Yeah.
then a lady on a big ass wolf.
All right. Well,
But we at least got to let the 4 get in the room.
all right. I'm gonna throw this at the 4th one that walks in. All right.
Perfect.
And Abel.
So if I ready to spell now, that is triggered before my next turn.
Yeah.
I would be able to cast that spell and then take my next action
Yes.
on my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to ready Spirit Guardians
Oh.
Boom.
for when the 4th dwarf enters the room. Is the ceiling lower in here? How high is the ceiling?
15, 20 feet up in where you are.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm, we're ready. Okay. So I'm readying Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Oh, Tempest, we got a big fight on our hands.
So just
Better
tell me
get ready
again.
to send me some things.
What is the thing? So what's the triggering event for this?
The triggering event is when I can see the 3rd dwarf.
I'll let you have that. Okay.
Hey, you asked me again. You're the one who asked me again.
I know. I just don't want you to waste a 3rd level spell. That's the main thing. Okay. All right. That's good. Good. Okay. And it is Jonas.
How many people have passed me?
No one has passed you. The clubs are at you, and the people have about caught up to their clubs. The clubs are about 5 feet ahead of them, so they're about 5 feet away from you.
Okay. When I see Abel attack, I'm going to ready a fireball for when I see Abel attack.
Okay.
I whispered to Despo, he's gotten really good with those pockets. It was a little bumpy at first, but he's come along.
Okay. Filnyr.
So remind me, if I cast a spell, I lose invisibility, right?
That is right. Yes.
Okay. And we are all now considered in combat, correct?
We are all in combat. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to work, but this is what I want to do. Once
That should be the motto for our show.
You're right. Once I see fighting break out, or hear fighting break out around the corner, I want to cast Charm Monster on the wolf.
Okay.
Nice.
Which it will have advantage on the saving throws, unfortunately, because of the combat.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's get your 4th level spell ready. All right. So the wolf and the rider ride into the cave, and they are now inside the cave. They're right next to where you guys are. So they have sort of caught up to these guys, and the rider holds her hand up and sort of makes this symbol that you have seen Filnyr many times, and she casts vampiric touch, and her hand is sort of it sort of wreathes her hand in these shadows, and you recognize this immediately. And it is these gentlemen. They begin to walk in, and the first one who makes his way in, he looks to the side, he looks left and looks right, and then he says, very near us, there by the wall. And he sends his spiritual weapon your way.
If you want him, come and claim him.
And his spiritual weapon is it sings out at you. And let's see 19, but he has disadvantage on this.
Oh, he has disadvantage.
And who's he?
Yeah,
who's
he's
he
invisible. Filnyr. That's a 12.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
A 12 will not hit.
Okay.
Wait, where is Filnyr?
Filnyr's right next to Jonas.
I'm at the
Oh.
elbow.
Yep.
Okay.
And the other one says, did you hit anything? No, I didn't hit it, but I know, I can smell him and I can hear his breath. He's right there. Hit him. And the other one swings, and let's see here. Disadvantage is an 11. That's going to miss. And the third one does the same thing. It's like these clubs are just swinging wildly in your direction. That's 9, and they say maybe he ran in the corner, and each one of them runs around the corner and sees Despo immediately and say, they're here. And so all 3 of them are in the room.
Quick question. So they only attacked with their spiritual weapons.
Spiritual weapons, yeah.
Okay. All right. I go.
Now, by Tempest and Jonas and everybody else who's got any kind of goddamn firepower in this fight.
I slam my spear on the ground and cast Spirit Guardians.
What's the radius on that?
Souls. The radius on that is, I'm going to say 15 feet. 15 feet.
Okay, so you will get all 3 of these people in your Spirit Guardian. Now, they are going to end their turn in the Spirit Guardian, so they will not take damage this turn. Is that correct?
No, it's let's see. When you cast this spell, you can designate and and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay.
So they will take it now, then they will take it on the start of their next turn.
Okay. All right, give it to me. So there's 3 of them
So
who are in there.
3d8.
And it's a dexterity saving throw. What's the saving throw?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
19.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Wow.
All right, that one's going to fail.
That's a 7, an 8, and a 4. Yeah.
Jesus.
And their speed is halved in the area.
Okay, that one's going to fail. Jesus. And the last one is what's your DC? What's the DC on this?
14.
14. So one of them passes and only takes 9.
9.
Okay, wow. Okay. That's
As the ghostly specters of my slain enemies rise from the ground and begin to torment my attackers.
that hurts.
And that would trigger the
So-
fireball too.
Yeah. So how far away is Abel?
From you?
Yeah.
15
feet?
feet? 10 feet? Yeah, 10 feet.
Abel's 10 feet from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cave's not super wide right there.
All right. Okay. When he does that, I take off under the Winter Wolf and launch a fireball right at Abel, but run toward the door
Okay.
of the cave.
All
And
right.
I launch a fireball that's a 20-foot radius, and it should go around the corner. It should get all 4 guys.
Okay. What level are you casting it at?
3rd.
Okay. So it is you start to cast it, and it just sort of dissipates. It does not take off, and you see that the rider on the horse, as soon as you start to cast your spell, she spots you, and just sort of clicks her hand like this, her fingers, and it's like it just quenches the fire before it even begins.
Okay, then I counterspell that.
Okay. It's gonna be a DC 15. It's a 5th level counterspell.
Why would she do that? Why would she do that?
Because
she's a warlock.
She can only cast 5th level spells.
Yep, that's right.
All right, hold on. DC 15, intelligence, correct?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Intelligence check.
Come on, baby. No, that's a 7.
Okay. So you have used a 3rd level fireball and a 3rd level counterspell.
Yay.
But
all right.
Shio probably only has like 2 spells, right?
Right.
So
Yeah, I mean, she's
she may be dry. We'll see.
yeah.
Maybe she has
okay.
more than that. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah.
So my charm monster should go off at that point too,
Okay.
since the scrum has begun.
And what's his saving throw? This is a
DC
lot of
15.
spells here. Okay.
Yeah,
DC
they sprung
15
the trap.
whiz save,
Okay.
but the wolf gets advantage.
Okay. That first one is a 9.
Come on, baby.
The second one is a 5. Okay.
Yes!
All
Oh, yes, baby.
All right. So the wolf is now charmed, so it cannot attack you.
It is friendly to me.
Yeah. All right.
Oh wait, is that all it does?
Basically, it's taking it out of the fight, but it's friendly to me unless you guys do something harmful to it.
Can you direct it to do things?
It doesn't say that.
No, I mean it's so the charm spell is going to this is a lifelong partner that is riding on top of him. He will certainly not do anything outright harmful to his lifelong partner. So you won't be able to convince him to like buck her off or bite her. But you might be able to have to. Oh, you can't speak with animals though, can you?
No, I don't have to speak with animals.
And
But okay, yeah. But he is definitely charmed by you.
oh, Filnyr.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't be?
Okay.
Now, where are we on the turn?
Despo. It's Despo's turn. And actually, before even then, the 3 people came through. And she is going to launch her spear. She's going to launch her first spear at this at the 3rd guy who came in, who also failed his.
Does she call good shower spear shower?
She does not. She does not.
Oh, boo! I had one ready to go.
Shit. Okay. She might on her turn.
Okay.
That's a miss. Okay. So Abel, let me just paint you the scene here. These 3 men walked in. You brought up your spirit guardians. They immediately started biting and attacking and striking at these 3 men who were there. Jonas comes out of his invisibility and goes, fireball, but nothing happens. And
God damn it, Jonas! Every time he's like, "I've got the plan."
Yeah. And Filnyr comes out and goes, ha! And you can't see what happens, but he looks super happy about it. And Despo like sends a spear wild over this guy's head. And you can see 3 dudes and 3 spectral 3 spectral clubs.
And I look at the first one, dead in his ocular nerve. I say, "That's not a knife. This is a knife." And I raise my own spear over my head, and a spectral spear detaches from that, goes streaking out at the first guy.
Okay.
I cast spiritual weapon. That's a 24.
That's a hit.
10 force damage.
Damn. Okay. He is still alive.
And then I'm going to run up and stab him with my real spear.
Okay.
12.
He is dead. You impale him with your real spear.
The
With
12
your-
hits.
The 12. Oh, 12. I thought it was 12
12
damage.
was the attack roll.
That misses. Oh, thank
Wait,
God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you send your spear, you jab at him. You're still not used to your hand being chopped off. So you kind of like lose your balance a little bit because you're used to having that extra weight on your
And
shield
these
hand.
3 guys are all in a like group together, right?
They're grouped together. Yep.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay, Jonas.
All right. I see that the wolf. I see that the wolf
Do
is.
it. I know what you want to do.
I see that the
She
wolf.
can't have that many counter spells.
It's fucking terrible. I see that the wolf is
If
looking
at
at
first you
Filnyr, right?
don't succeed.
Oh, stop it! I see that the wolf is with Filnyr, kind of talking to Filnyr.
Now, just kind of like, instead of growling, just kind of like just
Yeah.
lolling its
but
tongue.
just
kind of like, all
the
right.
tongue, but looking at Filnyr, right? Like not like really.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
for sure.
crawl under the wolf
Okay.
so that the lady can't see me,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast fireball,
Oh!
And then you can do what?
and then I'm gonna
Cast
cast fireball.
Oh, Jesus.
She can't counterspell. She
She
doesn't
can't
have line of
counterspell. She
sight.
doesn't have direct line of sight.
Okay. Tell me where you're gonna put this thing, and
Uh,
tell me who's getting the pockets.
So you said that they're 15 feet down.
I think almost all of our hands are on our faces right now.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So
Reach up and scratch its belly while you're doing it.
Yeah.
The problem is that this is going to make the wolf mad now, because it's going to get
It will.
everybody.
Unless you make a pocket for the wolf.
You can make a pocket
I
for
have
the
to-
wolf.
So it's a 3rd level spell, which means I get 4 pockets. So I make a pocket for
Oh.
Abel, for Despo, for Filnyr, and for the wolf, and I get hit.
Well, you can't make a pocket for yourself anyway, can you?
I couldn't anyway, but I
No.
could make it. I could make it for the wolf. The lady will get hit. The wolf won't get hit. Filnyr, Despo. All right, fireball.
Wait, now
I mean,
now
I almost
have an
wonder if it's-
idea. Wait a second. If he makes a pocket for this giant wolf, right,
Does
and
that
he's
not protect
under
him
the
too?
Will that
wolf,
protect me?
No.
like there's a pocket around the wolf, isn't it sort of around him too?
I mean, man, no, he's going to take some damage of this for sure. But here's what I'll do. I will give you. So you're laying down underneath the wolf, which means you're prone, which means you would normally get disadvantage on the saving throw. I will not give you disadvantage on the saving throw. So in other words, you can use your position under the pocket to
make a dex check, a regular
mitigate.
dexterity.
to mitigate your disadvantage on your dex saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do it. Okay.
Jesus
Fireball.
Fucking crazy people.
8d6. That's going to
I
be
love hearing all those
29.
dice.
That's
That's going to
so
be 29.
crazy.
29 damage.
Okay, and it's a dex save, right?
Yeah, it's a DC 15 dex save.
Okay. Here's the rider. The rider takes the full brunt of it. And then 29. Okay, well, some of these guys could live.
Hmm.
All right. I'm not going to roll the first one here that Abel was attacking. I'm just going to roll these other guys because that one's going to die for sure. All right. That's a fail. That one's going to die. That's a fail. That one's going to die. Let's see here. What's the radius on this? 20 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
last one here,
It goes around corners too.
yeah. This last one here is DC
15.
15. All right, so this last one gets a 16. The one that is levitating takes half the damage, and everybody else takes the full damage, and they all die except for the one who is currently floating. And I gotta do it.
Where
You got to
is
do
the
a
one that's
concentration
currently
check on.
floating?
You got to do a concentration check on the floating, right?
I do have to do a concentration check. Thank you, John, for your help. Okay, so this is okay. So she drops concentration. That guy falls 20 feet.
But
Jesus
he
Christ.
just floats down. He just floats down.
Oh, he floats down. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Thank
was
you
it
for
a
your
levitate?
honesty.
Was it a levitate spell?
Levitate. Yeah.
But as he enters the spirit guardians,
No, he's closer to the. Oh wait, you moved up though, didn't you?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm in the
Falls
scrum.
gently into.
I'm in
Oh,
the
it
club.
falls gently into the
the
swirling
whirling morass of ghostly
Jesus
specters.
Christ. Okay. Give me your damage.
Okay. 14.
Okay, what's his saving throw? Wisdom, right?
Wisdom, DC 14 wisdom saving throw for half.
Okay. So he falls. As he falls down, he has this moment where he's like, "Oh my god, I made it!" And he falls in, and you're like fallen Stevens all start to chop him up, and
Yes.
he is
Chop my
slowly
Stevens, chop.
he is slowly dropped to his death in the swirling
In the
morass. Yeah. Okay. Good.
I gotta make my dex now.
Oh, make your deck save.
I
Yeah.
gotta make my dex save now. Straight
Or
up
not.
dex. It's a 5. I take my full
Okay.
29.
You take 29 on your own
I
damn
take my full
fireball.
29 damage.
Gross.
That is brave. That's bravery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
think
I had
about
the
it.
9. I had the 9 extra hit points, so that was pretty good.
That's
well,
true.
and think
That's
about
true.
what would have happened if that wolf had decided to just bite you instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Might have been more than that.
Yep.
Okay. Filnyr, it's you.
Okay, so all of the dwarves are now gone. Right,
The
or is it-
dwarves are all dead. They're not gone. They're not. They're well. They're
I don't mean
gone.
they've
Not
vanished.
forgotten. Yeah.
Right,
They're
yeah,
gone
no, I just-
enough for
Yeah.
that.
I mean, if for combat purposes, they're no longer threats.
They're no longer a threat to you. That's correct.
Okay, so I think I will approach the lady on the wolf and swing my rapier at her.
Okay.
Right. 17.
17 is going to just hit.
Okay.
Okay.
8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I will swing again.
What'd you get?
14. So I missed the second one.
Okay. Yep. That's a miss. And I just realized something else. When she cast Vampiric Touch, she lost concentration on that, and she also had already dropped that guy, so he died doubly.
He charbroiled in the fireball.
Yeah, just died twice. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Well, that was something else. She is mad, and she looks down at you, and she goes, "Ha!" And you need to do a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
From a ha?
Yeah, she has this thing. She has this thing that she does. It's called the Whispering Aura. And
You said wisdom?
yeah, DC 15 Wisdom.
I got a 6. My saves are for shit today.
Okay, so you're gonna take. It's. I don't think it's gonna be too bad here. Just 3d6. Let me add these babies up. 10 from that.
10.
Cool. The cool
Okay.
thing about these warlocks from the Red Cloud Mountain, that is not an action. That is just at the beginning of her turn. She gets to do that for something that's within 5 feet of her.
Okay.
And
Can I hellish rebuke that?
yeah, sure.
All right, so I'll cast hellish rebuke. That'll be 3rd level because that's what they all are. And that is let's see. I'm gonna roll. What is that? 5d2, 4d10.
God damn it.
Hold on.
So max 40 here.
I got. There's a 1 in there. 8, 3, 1, 9, 21.
Okay. DC 15, you said?
DC 15 dex.
So she takes the full. God damn it. You guys are doing this to me again. Okay.
You know, he complains when he sends us what he thinks is an easy encounter and we get slaughtered. And he complains when he thinks he sends us a hard encounter and
That's right.
Never mind. I don't want to jinx it. The encounter's not over yet.
Yeah, that's right. So with that hellish rebuke, she again wreathes her hand in shadowy.
She has to do her concentration check on the vampiric touch, though, right?
She's already lost it. She has to
okay.
recast it. Yeah.
Got it. But she can attack with it when she casts it. So
yeah. So she casts it, and her hand is wreathed in shadow again, and she reaches down to you, and she swings her mighty fist down and tries to grab a hold of you. 17.
That will miss.
Oh my god. God damn it. Okay. That's her turn. And she says, "What is wrong with you, Paulson? Paulson, attack. And Paulson sort of looks at you and she hops off of Paulson. And Paulson looks like kind of sniffs down below himself. And Jonas, when it's his turn, he's coming after you.
All right.
Okay. And let's see. And he is next.
No, it's
And
his
so he
turn.
goes, he looks down and he goes, and he steps back from you, and he is going to breathe out his freezing breath, and it's a cone, and he is going to miss Filnyr, but he is going to be able to target Abel and just you, I guess. Despo's still in the.
I don't know how that's possible that he can not target. Aren't I standing right next to Filnyr?
Well, I moved next to him
Oh, that's
to
right.
attack
Yeah,
her, so
yeah.
I'm presumably past his face.
Yeah.
All right,
Give him
so
a little
they're
scratch on the ears,
They're
you know.
still in the open area of the
That's right.
cave, and I'm in the elbow, and Jonas was under his.
That's right. So it's not that bad. So you just need to. He's going to get just you and Jonas in this.
And this is an ability, not a spell.
This is an ability, not a spell. That is correct.
All right.
And it's going to be 18 damage if you don't save DC 12 dexterity save.
All right. My dex
Okay,
is
so
terrible.
thanks to Shield Master, I get to add my 1 from the shield to this.
That's pretty good.
15, 16.
Wow.
Okay.
Save.
So you'll take
And
half.
then, no, I will not, because I will use my reaction to interpose my shield between myself and the cold breath and take no damage.
Oh my god, that's nice. Okay, Jonas,
All right,
how about
so
you?
I got hit with my own fireball, which kind of I just laid my head down after I got hit by that because that really hurt. and then he backs up, and I turn around and go, no, and I try to roll out of the way.
Fire and ice.
16, baby, 16.
God, okay, yeah, you did. Good job. So you're going to take 9 instead.
Nice.
All right.
How far away are the two of them from me?
About 15 feet.
Okay. Oh, I guess they're just at the edge of the blender then.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys are like just right. Yeah, you're sort of like flirting with each other there, with your 15 feet of abilities there. So Despo is going to run in, and she's going to turn the corner, and she is going to swipe at the wolf because it looks much more
Threatening. Than
much more dangerous than the thing. So she swings and a miss with her massive glaive, and she's going to try to do it again. That's going to be a 15. That's going to hit this baby. All right, here we go.
No.
Well, does he lose the charm on you?
Yeah, if my compatriots attack him and hit him, then the charm goes away.
Well, all right. He takes 9 damage.
That's what it is.
Yep. All right.
And it knows it was charmed by me. Or whatever that matters.
Okay,
Oh, boy.
well, yeah. I think right now
take
he's
it off
pretty
of
pissed at Jonas. Yeah, that's yeah. Okay. And Abel, it's you.
Shoot. Sorry, I thought I had decided what I wanted to do, and now I'm having second thoughts.
No, it's okay. Why don't
No,
you
I'm
walk
gonna
us
do
through it? Tell us what you want. Tell us what your first thought was, and then get to your second thought.
Well, first thought is I am going to drop the Spirit Guardian,
Really?
and then I'm going to look at that wolf and say,
Begone from this place, foul creature.
and I cast
Oh.
Banishment
Oh.
Oh my god.
on the wolf.
Better than charm.
So it
Banishment.
needs to make a. I was like, there was a second where I was like, oh, the warlock or the wolf, but it's a DC 14 charisma save.
Oh,
So
Oh yeah.
yeah. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Let me do it here. His charisma is not excellent. That is a 5.
Yes.
All right. So if he is native to this plane,
Which he is.
then he is banished to a harmless demiplane, and while there remains incapacitated. It remains there until the spell ends, which is up to 1 minute.
Okay.
And when it when the spell ends, it reappears in the space it left, or the nearest unoccupied space, with soft popping sound.
Oh, okay. So he is currently gone.
Always the popping sounds.
Yeah. Jesus. Okay. Good work. Okay, Jonas. So.
Oh, wait a second. And then I have a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to send my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
16.
Hits.
10 force damage.
Damn.
Concentration check.
Oh, wait a second. She did hit. No, she missed Filnyr, didn't she? Fuck. Okay. All right.
Yeah, because he's wearing half plate now.
I mean, I should have missed even in the breastplate.
Okay. 20 Constitution save, so she keeps it
maintains
up.
Concentration.
Okay. You know what really sucks is that my strategy with her was whenever she was going to be like injured, she was going to vampiric touch her wolf. And which is how she fights, and the wolf was going to be doing the attacking, and this is really intense. I mean, you guys have really fucked me up here.
Well, yeah.
So anyway, Jonas, it's your turn.
How close am I to the warlock?
You're like right next to her, 5 feet away. She's on the ground. She's engaged with Filnyr, and
But he needs to stand up, right?
yeah,
He's
he
still
needs. Yeah, he needs to stand up. You see this wolf pop out of existence. You have some sense that maybe you did this by sheer force of will.
I just wanted it really bad.
You wanted to be gone, and then it was suddenly gone.
The wolf blew the wolf blew he blew the cold air at me, and it's like, I wish this wolf was gone. And
Yes, yeah.
and I've read up about the spell witch, and I'm like, oh,
Maybe this
Have
was
I
it.
unlocked the secrets?
Yeah,
do I have the spell?
yeah, yeah.
So I see that she's locked onto Filnyr, and I snap my fingers, and Saber is now beside Filnyr, giving him the help action.
Oh, I thought you were gonna wish that she was gone too.
And then
And I wish for a million
if you
gold
give me
pieces.
if you give me a free action, I can make another wish.
Yeah, I'll give you another free action. There you go. Do it.
I'm gonna say, I wish for 1 million gold pieces in a giant mansion. And nothing happens.
Okay, wait. No, wait a second. You're not the DM here. I am. And around you, nothing happens. Okay. Yeah. All right. Filnyr, it's you.
And where are you standing? So within a 10-foot radius around you, nothing happens.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, I will. I have the help action, so I will take a swing with my sword at her with advantage.
As she's distracted by the
23.
That's going to hit.
Okay. 13 damage.
Wow. Yeah. That hurts. Okay.
And then I will swing my second time.
Oh, you get to hit again because you're
Yeah, I do.
badass.
Thirsting Blade.
God damn it.
18.
Okay.
Because I do not get advantage on the
That's a
second
hit.
one, right?
That's a hit. That's right. You do not get advantage. That's a hit.
13.
Okay. All right. And
Does she do concentration checks, or does she need to, or is it gone?
she needs to do a concentration check. Yes, you were correct.
Maybe
I guess she
even
needs to do two of them. Okay. And
Just roll with disadvantage, baby.
okay. The first one is a 12. The second one is a 20.
What?
She is good.
Jeez.
And thank God Jonas did not stand up, because she now has advantage on this attack on him. And she turns over. She is just looking for hit points anywhere she can find them. And she swipes down with her shadowed hand at Jonas. And let me get my 2 dice here.
I said I stood up, didn't I?
Mm-mm.
I stand up and I snap Saber in, didn't I say that?
We'll have to go back to the tape. But until then, 24. Does that hit?
Yeah, it would have hit anyway. It doesn't matter.
Okay. And this is a lot of dice, just so you know. I just love this part. I just love it. You know what you're probably happy about right now? You're
Think
probably
about
happy.
how sad Tom would have been if he hadn't landed a single vampiric touch this whole time.
I know.
Think about how happy you've made him.
This is so terrible. I got a 1. I got 2 1s on a 5d6, 14 necrotic.
Okay. And do I don't get to do anything?
No. She hit you.
So she puts her hands on me and starts to drain my energy, and I go, and I go unconscious.
I took down Jonas.
You took him down. He's out.
Here's a question for you guys, and now this probably won't even matter because whatever, she's probably gonna die soon. If I attack him and force him to do a death save, I can still get this vampiric hit points off of the dying person, right? Don't you think? I'm gonna make a ruling. Yes.
I mean, I think you still regain. I think you still deal the damage, right?
Yeah.
It's just he doesn't take the damage,
and it will be an automatic
Right, he
crit also. So cool. Okay, that's a good
half
idea.
the amount of wait a second, half the amount of necrotic.
So she heals for
damage
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
We got it. I got it. All right.
But she still only gets 1 attack.
She only gets 1
per round.
attack.
Right.
And
Get her now.
she Yeah,
Right.
she is out of bonus actions, which she never had. So, oh wait, she got something else she can do next turn. Cool. Never mind. I got something good next turn. Okay. Go ahead. It's actually Despo. Despo. Yeah. So Despo is gonna swing on her, and let's see. That is a 23. That's gonna hit. Oh dear.
Boom.
And that's not so good. And it's a 9 damage, and she's gonna swipe one more time. That's another hit. 23.
And Despo's not using that fancy sword she got, huh?
No, she's using the glaive.
She likes her two-handers.
She likes the two-handers, and she likes to be a little bit further away. Okay. Abel, what you got? She is still up, but she does not look good. She does not look good.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast a healing word.
On her?
Jonas.
Jonas. That was so sweet. Because, boy, she needed it.
I give him 5 hit points back.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And I will use my action to attack her with my spear, one-handed.
Okay.
I just wake up. Don't touch me, Uncle. Oh.
That's a 20.
Okay. Don't even roll the damage. How do you?
I'm
how
going
do
to
you
roll
end?
it. 7.
How do you end her life?
I say, lady whose name I've never bothered to learn, for the death of Teresa Trinica Tessia, the scout of Lakenhearth, I sentence you to die. And then I stab her.
Okay. And as she goes down, she sort of turns her head where her great white winter wolf had been, and she says, "I'm so sorry, Paulson." And she tumbles to the ground.
I say, don't worry, we're going to get him too.
All right.
So
We'll stay in initiative, but tell me what you're going to do.
We've got about 30 seconds. Everybody, circle here with your spears. Except for you, Jonas. You back up.
I just start limping down the hallway toward the mouth of the cave. You've all got it. I'll be over here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, get some cover at the front of the cave. I make a big X in the ground. This is where he's coming back. Everybody, circle up.
All right.
All right.
And
yeah,
can
I
we
guess
all ready
an
an attack?
attack for as soon as he shows
Yeah.
up.
Yep. Okay.
All
So
right.
tell me when you're gonna let him in.
All right, 3, 2, 1, now.
All right,
And I
Abel, you
release
attack him
it.
first.
All right. Spear, one-handed. That is a natural 1.
Okay. I need you to roll another d20 for me.
There's no Parasaur around here.
Nope.
That is a 5. 7.
7. Okay. So you were using a spear, right?
Yes.
For that. Your spear is sort of impaled in the dirt ground, and it is now you've sort of chipped off part of the tip, and your damage is going to be your next damage hit is going to be -1 to the final number.
All right.
All right.
Saber was with Filnyr,
Okay.
giving him advantage.
Okay.
All right, me next.
Yep.
All right. Oof, 9 and 11. Not
Yeah.
good.
Neither one of them going to hit. Okay. Top of the
But
order.
I do get to attack twice.
And
so,
Despo.
with a
Well, not on the ready to
It's-
action.
no,
but it's still an attack action.
ready and attack. Okay. Yeah, I'll that's
Hmm.
I'm curious.
I mean, because it's basically like the language is like when you instead of when you attack
Yeah.
with your packed weapon
Yeah.
twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action
right,
on
all
your
right,
turn.
all right,
I
do
guess
it.
it's not on my turn, so I guess you could say that that's
I usually think of it as like almost like a reaction, like
No,
almost
that's
like an
fine. All
opportunity
right.
attack.
We'll skip it. That's good. It does say on my turn, so
Yeah, no, but you
Mhm.
ready it, and it requires your concentration, so you'd have to drop your concentration and whatever you're. Yeah, no, you get two. You get two.
Jeremy. Okay.
Wait, what does Jeremy Crawford say? Tell me what Jeremy Crawford
Almighty
says
has spoken.
He says extra attack only works on your turn
on your turn.
for
Okay,
the language of extra attack.
okay, all right. That's good. That makes
I
sense.
just rules lawyered myself.
All right. Well, Despo is gonna attack, and she's gonna take care of business. I bet.
I think we
And-
all got confused because the wolf came back facing the other direction.
Oh, I see.
We were expecting a head, and it was just a tail swooshing back and forth.
What? It's moving around.
Okay. She hits the crap out of this wolf, and it is now Jonas's turn. But so this is sort of what happens, Jonas. You limp down to the end of the hallway. Abel says, "Okay, now," and then he actually like swings at the wolf before it shows up. Like he
I
says,
mean, we don't have to relive it.
"Yeah." He says, he says,
We were all here.
It's like he does the offsides in a football game. Like he says, "I'm dropping it now," and he goes ahead and swings, but he's like a second too soon, and so he actually swings at empty air and hits the ground really hard. And then the wolf shows up, and then Filnyr swings and misses, only because he was so confused at like why Abel was swinging at empty air. And then Despo, always the
So
professional.
I'm actually responsible for both misses.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Despo swings in hard and catches the wolf on his side, and it's your turn now, Jonas.
Okay.
And
I see
the
what's
wolf
happening.
looks super confused. Also,
Do I have a clear shot at the wolf?
yeah.
I'm gonna firebolt the wolf.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right, here we go. 2d10. 11.
That's a lot of damage. Okay. And
Take cover.
I just duck back around.
Anybody
Duck back around.
speak giant?
No.
Negative.
Okay. All right. Well, the wolf calls out something, and you sort of assume he's Geister, and you sort of assume it's like he's looking for his master.
Okay.
Okay, Filnyr.
I will swing. I assume I still have Saber helping me. I assume it hasn't
Yeah.
changed.
Nope.
Fair assumption. 26
That's a hit.
with advantage. So that does 12 damage.
Yep.
And then the second swing, 23
That's a hit.
and 7 more damage. So 19 total.
All right.
Hacking.
Yeah. So he stumbles back, and he looks up at you, and he snarls at you, Filnyr, and then he sort of starts to move his jaws, and he says, "You have me, men. You have taken me. You have killed my lady. I am at your mercy. Please do not end my life as well."
Is speaking common?
Speaking common.
What happens if we do not end your life? Where do you go?
Now, perhaps I serve you. I would owe you my
You would
life.
serve one just because they bested your master.
I can recognize an alpha when I see one.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Yeah.
24.
You get the sense that if Jonas wasn't behind him, he would be running right now.
This wolf serves a dark power and has murdered in its name. It cannot be trusted. I know that can be said for most of us.
Yes, it did seem slightly hypocritical to me, especially.
And yet,
It lays down on the ground when it sees its master and begins licking her face and whimpering.
what's that wolf doing?
And then Pawson shifts his nose to her feet and sniffs her boots. And he begins to sniff along the inside of her leg up to her knee. And he nuzzles under her fur apron and her canvas tunic all the way up. And there's a moment where it looks like he might be about to do something sexual to her corpse.
Wait,
Good old Tom
what's
Blaylock
happening?
gross
Where
out
are we
here.
I almost lost
Wait,
it at
just wait.
fur apron. And
just wait for it. Come on, guys. But he continues up and he burrows under her clothes. His giant head rips through her clothing, and then you can hear a gentle, muffled howling as he gets to her stomach, and finally a very wet bite. And her tunic and furs turn red in the front. And then the wolf whimpers as he continues to eat the warlock from the stomach.
What are you doing, Wolf? Why
Why
do you eat her?
I must do this. And you see the blood begins to pool on the dirt and the rock of the cave entrance. And it's weirdly just coagulating now on the side of the wolf's jowl that's closest to you all. And it's like a small ball of coagulated blood on the side of his mouth. And it's getting larger as he devours his master, eating.
Jonas,
way
I don't
up.
like this.
Abel,
What's he doing?
Abel, Filnyr, Abel.
Wolf, remember, we have
What's going on out
Abel,
there?
roll me a perception check.
right, perception.
we can change
yeah.
our decision on whether to spare your life.
Oh, please, you would not deny my master the end that she deserves, would you?
We absolutely would.
All right, roll me a wisdom check. Sorry, perception check.
20.
Ooh. Okay. So, Abel, you have actually seen this kind of coagulation twice before. And you remember it when you killed the guardian bear on Red Cloud Mountain. And at that time, he bled out. And after he had almost completely bled out on the cave floor, a small bear cub emerged from the blood. And then it just vanished, along with all of the spilled blood. And it left behind only the skin and bones of the once great guardian bear. So that's the first time. That's the second time that that happened to you. But the first time you saw this, something similar to this happen, was when your men sacked a temple in the mountains around Monterre many years ago. This is the incident that directly preceded your hermitage on the Red Cloud. And you are sort of transported there now. You sort of you see that scene and it's like you're in it. You see Umber the Flange toppling a giant triangular sculpture.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Who else is there?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of people there. The winged serpent, Karateke. What's his? How do you pronounce his name? Karateka is there, and he's trying to stop Umber. But your first lieutenant Hunt of Oglethorpe is holding that winged serpent Coatl back, and this monolithic sculpture that Umber is pulling down, it crashes to the ground and breaks in 3 giant pieces, and each one begins to bleed out. And it was in that moment when
they were desecrating the temple there, that this blood started to coagulate in the same way. And you remember Karateka weeping during this assault on the sculpture of his god. But you also remember Umber and Hunt, their eyes began to burn and smoke, and they started screaming that they were blind and running away, but you were totally fine during that whole thing. And from the coagulated blood there, you saw wings take shape. And now you're back with Pawson, and Pawson is nearly done with the eating of his master. He just finished the second arm, and he takes a deep breath and he yawns. And when he yawns, you see a beak form in the coagulated blood on his cheek. And you see these same wings sprout from it. And a full-grown Kia shakes itself off and takes flight and flies up and away toward Lake and Hearth and beyond.
Do we all see this?
Only Abel sees this.
Guys, I thought I saw something, but it's probably cool.
The wolf lets out this giant yawn.
No, we gotta stop it.
The wolf lets out
I don't
this
know what
giant...
he's doing, but I feel like it's bringing that warlock back or something. There's some magic going on here.
So we must kill it.
Abel, all I see is a wolf. I'm still at the mouth of the cave. It looks like the wolf is eating. What's happening?
Fire, Jonas, fire!
Fire! Fine. Firebolt.
All right, do it.
That's a 21.
It hits him. Roll your damage.
All right, here we go. 11.
Remind me what you're firing at. What are you firing at?
Firing at the wolf.
Yeah. So it hits him, and you can see his fur set on fire, and he goes,
No, please, just let me finish the job. I cannot eat anymore.
and he lays down, and he says,
Kill me if you must, but please, burn my lady. She must not be left here. Ehi will take her. Please do not. Let her stay.
What do you mean Ehi will take? What do you mean?
Ehi will take her if she's burned or if she stays.
If she stays, Ehi will take her. Do not let Ehi have my lady. She's a champion of Ehi's great enemy.
Who's Ehi's great enemy? I feel like we're meddling with forces we barely understand.
The mountain of Red Cloud is Ehi's enemy. Please let us burn her body. I cannot eat another drop.
Abel.
Kill me if you must. Warriors, I do not wish to go on.
All right, Jonas, burn it.
I'll Eldritch Blast the wolf.
And I'll shoot the warlock. 14?
14's going to hit.
All right. And 9. I mean,
Yep. She's burning. What's left of her is burning.
Oh, burn her more, please. Burn her more.
I fire again. 21.
Jonas, it's what you've always waited for.
Firing!
What'd you get?
More fire, Jonas.
hit her with the 21 and 12 damage that time.
Oh, she's nearly burnt up. Don't make any more pockets. Burn her.
Can I set her on fire with prestidigitation?
I don't think prestidigitation is going to do the trick, wizard.
I don't have any fire spells unless she hurts me, so it's on you, Jonas.
Do you have any more third level spell slots I can burn through, wizard?
You're the worst. You've already burned through them, you bastard. This is it. I'm just going to keep firebolting her until it's done. 18.
He's using up all your good rolls too.
So
Yeah, no, it's
good.
terrible. 19 damage.
What?
19
19
damage.
damage.
Woo!
So
Damn.
it's just like ash is all that's left, and the coagulated blood around the wolf's mouth falls off, and he stands up. Did you blast him too, Tim?
I was going to, because he asked us to put him out of his misery, but then he kept telling Jonas how much more she needed to burn. So I mean, and we never rolled for it. So
All right, so
you can decide if I did. I mean,
no, you can decide now. So he Pawson rolls over and he rolls onto his back and he says,
It's a great emptiness one feels when one's human goes. Half elf, I can tell you are an empty vessel as well now. How do you survive?
I too have lost ones that I cared deeply about, but there are more to care about as well.
I mean, your master of the Red Cloud Mountain. How do you survive without him to guide you?
I wish I knew. These powers were given to me and they have lingered, and perhaps my master is not truly gone, and perhaps that's why I have them, or perhaps they will not be taken away with what I hope is his demise.
Did he say of the mountain?
He did.
Of the mountain.
Did you know my master?
Oh,
Or do you just speak?
I did not, but my lady certainly did.
You don't just assume that all masters are from the mountain if they do not serve Ehai. This is not just a phrase you use.
I am not a normal winter wolf. I was awakened by the mountain and given to my lady as a boon for her undying respect and loyalty.
That's interesting because if you'd asked me, I wouldn't have said winter wolves were normal to begin with. So,
Very true.
Who is your lady's master? What was its name?
My lady's master has no name, but he is the mountain.
well, that's not very convenient. What names is he called by?
People just say one who brings the water and one who stops the water. He has springs that is his blood that feeds the Breen River.
I see. I am not sure I understand the connection between us, however.
You do not understand.
I do not understand that what her master and my former master have to do with one another, aside from both of us having taken some sort of oath with the other.
I could bring you to him, and you could meet your master, your real master. Not some Moonbrook elf trapped in a charnel blade. I know who you are, half-elf. My lady knew who you were, and she thought you could bring on the end of Ehai.
Wolf, I was about to end your suffering. However, I am having second thoughts.
Do as you will, Alpha.
Gentlemen, I think we need to consult on how we handle this wolf. Wolf, what assurances do we have from you that you will not harm us?
I am a free agent now, half-elf. My
Insight check.
master is gone.
4.
Seems legit.
Yes. You have a very
you don't know why. You trust this wolf. Like suddenly you're like, maybe this wolf is all right. He seems very, very smart. I will say that. And your insight check does reveal that he is incredibly smart. So he is probably an awakened wolf and not some, he's not just some beast. Even with your
fellas,
4 insight.
We got a dilemma here, which is we seem to have awakened some kind of ancient god that, well, I say we, who knows? An ancient god has been awakened that threatens to drown the entire valley. Now it seems like some other ancient god stands against it, which you'd think would be good news, except it also seems that that god has tried to do nothing but kill us.
I believe whenever major powers collide, it's always the lesser folk that suffer. Maybe we should find out as much information as we can to then find the best way to survive it all.
Hey, Wolf,
Yes. Human.
say you can lead us to this master. Why would it talk to us?
Master does not speak. Master shows.
Why would it show anything to us?
Maybe I misspoke. Master does not care for anything. Master just is. But those who follow Master know what they think he wants. But Master just shows.
Or do they just know what they think he thinks he wants?
Abel, how do you know what
Because if
Tempest
they
wants?
think he thinks it, then they might think that what they think is what he thinks.
And the wolf's head explodes. No, just kidding. You're showered with red viscera from the awakened winter wolf's head exploding. Sorry.
Does not compute.
Oh.
You.
Well, I say we do it. Let's go do this show and tell. Lord knows we couldn't know any less about what's going on right now.
How far do we have to go? You said your name? Do you have a name, Wolf?
Parson is what my lady called me.
Parson.
The name my mother gave me, you could not pronounce.
Try me.
It is. Oh,
I'm not going to try that. Touche.
douche to you, human.
Well, this is an opportunity. We do need to make our way to Red Cloud Mountain anyway to find Mr. Percy and find Waverly's family. Yes?
That is true. So our plans were not exactly to go by land, were they? However, perhaps we can all recuperate a little bit, and Parson, you will accompany us? Aid us?
I will take you there. And
he like pauses, and it's a sort of a long pause, and not
And his name
just
is
a
Parson.
Yeah, that's right. That's why his name is that. It's not because of his hands. and pausing says to you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Pausing says to you.
half elf. I feel as though we have something in common. Even more than just sharing the same master. would you do me the favor of riding me when we go to Red Cloud?
Might I think on it? First, we
may-
must return to
you
Lakenheath.
You may think on it. My one question for you is, my lady would cast a spell which would hurt one but heal her. Do you know this magic?
Yes.
You should know that my master, the mountain, gave me a power too. That when she touched me in that way, she would be healed even more than normal. And it gave me great pleasure when she did. And I would ask you, even if it is just one time, if you would do me the pleasure of using that magic upon my back.
That's a big old yikes, Filnyr.
I suppose there will be a time where that will be important. For now, I am not in need of any health, and you seem to be in need of a rest and some sustenance.
Very much. No more sustenance for me. Thank you. Just a rest. I am all full up of master.
Oh, yes. I don't know how I forgot that. All right, shall we make our way back to town? Would you avoid attacking any of the villagers that you see when we approach the village?
I will do only what you ask me to do until we find master and he tells me what I should do with you.
Very well. Gentlemen?
Before we leave, the only evidence that Lakenheath was attacked was a giant winter wolf bite in one of their soldiers.
Oh, yes.
Will this wolf be well received when we return? Should
Can we do the white fang trick? Can I put my arm in its mouth and it just puts its mouth on my arm but doesn't actually break the skin?
I believe it would be even more believable if you put your head in my mouth.
I'm sure you would like that, but you have not earned that yet.
I will not bite you. I will not bite you.
I want to insight check that.
Okay.
16.
He might bite you, but not very hard.
Yes, perhaps we start with, maybe do we keep the wolf outside of town, gentlemen?
I was just wondering if there was somewhere the wolf could hide.
Do we return to town?
I suppose we don't need to. Despo?
I'm here. I just, I'm very confused. I thought we were going to kill this wolf. And now he's talking.
That is part of the reason we paused.
Well, boys, if we're going to be having talking wolves with us, I don't think I'm going to be able to come with you on any kind of adventures with this thing. I don't trust it.
Well, we don't trust it either, Despo. That's why we need you here.
He disappeared, and he came back.
Well,
And now he's talking.
I mean, I did part of that.
The disappearance was not his own doing, Despo.
And Despo, surely you worked with Waverly Cloudsack. Surely you've seen strange things.
I've seen plenty of strange things. I have not seen a wolf talking after eating its master and teleporting in and out of existence. I haven't seen that. So Pawson just gets up and he starts walking toward Lakenheath and he says,
Wherever you want me to go, master.
And he starts walking toward the town.
I suppose we walk with him and talk on the way. I wonder if it shows better if I come in riding him. I think it does. I think it would put the Lakenhearthers more at ease. So if we're going back to Lakenhearth, and I don't know that we are, but if we're going back to Lakenhearth, I think that's what Filnyr would do.
Are you gonna climb up on him?
Wait, what do we need? What do we need in town?
I did change my armor, right? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you did that.
Unless we need supplies, I think.
I need my bed.
What did we pack?
We can sleep rough on the ground. I'm hesitant to have this wolf around civilians. And I'm hesitant to have civilians around this wolf, and I feel like we got no time to waste.
Human, I will not eat any cotillions.
Parson, I think we mean for you not to come to any unnecessary harm at the hands of scared humans.
Mm-hmm.
They lost a soldier to what looked like your bite. Perhaps it was your bite.
It was my bite. My master compelled me to do it.
So you can understand why they would seek revenge, unaware of your master's bond with you.
You're very wise.
Well, perhaps we keep the wolf here in the cave, and I can do the tiny hut for us, and we can rest for a little while, and then move on.
Are we going to go back, or do we just leave from here? In which case, if we leave from here, perhaps Despo goes back if she will not join us.
And can update Lakenhearth on our status.
Yes.
The only thing I will say is if we go back to Lakenhearth, I could leave my chest in our headquarters. We could send Saber through and see if Mr. Percy is indeed alone. And then we could leave the chest, and if we get there, maybe we could travel back through the chest, depending on what we find out.
It's not a bad idea. To Lakenhearth.
All right, you've convinced me, Jonas. To Lakenhearth.
I'll hop up on Parsons' back.
Okay. All right. Unmolested. You make it all the way back.
It's the season 2 phrase.
Yeah, unmolested. You make it all the way back. Well, actually, let me give you a little bit of description here, Tim.
It's gonna be like, hold on a second. Let me molest you a little.
Yeah, let me molest you a little bit. So when you go to get up on Pawson, he dips his shoulders down so you can climb up, and you feel on his side that there are these mats of fur that are so hard that they're like a step that you can step up on him, almost like they have been matted into the general shape of a saddle.
Okay.
And there's a handhold that's a matted fur, and it's for someone who's a little bit taller than you, and the warlock was a tiny little bit taller than you. But it is comfortable. And when you sort of pull on his fur, you can feel that his whole body will shift with it and go left and right. And you sort of get the sense that if you do this enough, you might be able to ride him instinctively with your hands free. Like it's so the fur is matted so well that it's even better than your average saddle without stirrups.
Nice.
So you make it back to Lakenhearth, and as you get within view of the tower, let's see what's the order here. I
imagine the wolf is the fastest, whether we like it or not.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm content to let the wolf lead the way.
Okay.
Yeah, Abel and I are kind of limping along. I'm pretty hurt.
So Filnyr, give me a dex saving throw. Not too much. This is just to hold on to the wolf because he is jumping out of the way of something.
12.
Perfect. So you stay on. He jumps to the side, and 3 arrows hit the ground where the wolf is.
Hold your fire. Hold your fire.
And
The wolf will not harm you.
And you hear from the tower. There they are. They're the rapscallions. And it's Florn, Gershon.
Florn, ho there. It's Filnyr with Abel and Ionas. And Despo, we return.
I know who you are. Don't
So
come
why-
any closer.
What has happened?
Prince Adair's told us everything you all did. He's here. You
And
take
you-
another step closer and we're going to fill you with arrows.
Florn Gershon, you get down here right now. This is General Lord Ionas Silhavind. You will explain yourself.
You don't want me to come down there. I will burn all of you up.
And you hear from the other tower. You hear
Hey, boys. Rolo here. We took we had the good sense to kick you out of the tower. You'll find your shit over there in the woods. Just over there beyond the trail. Don't come back here. Prince Adair will hear of it and his cavalry will come in charge and do worse to you than we would do. Get out of here!
What the hell is going on?
They've been ensorcelled, it seems.
Get out of here! Go get your shit! Leave! Don't ever come back!
Wait a
Florn.
second. Can I
Florn.
roll an insight check on that?
sure.
What if I knew where you could find another book?
I put all of your books, all 100 of your books over there in the woods. Silhavind.
8 insight.
Insight. Yeah. I mean, it's he's putting on a good show.
Wait a second. All right, just in case.
Half elf, you're going to find all 12 of them horses you tried to put in here. We know they're cursed. And the breastplate you wanted also. That's also over there in the woods. You old so-and-sos, we're going to kill you if you can take another step forward.
We get your meaning. We take your meaning, Florn, and we shall away.
Can I do an Arcana check on the town?
Yeah.
24 Arcana check on the town.
Yeah. Give me an intelligence check. Also, there's something up.
Okay.
That's obvious.
Yeah.
So I can actually cast Detect Magic as part of my Iconoclast
Mm-hmm.
trait that I got once a
Okay.
day.
Do it.
I'm doing it.
Do it.
I'm doing it.
I'm going to do my intelligence too. It's a 20.
Divination magic at the front of the entrance of the town. Ionas, you see a small round sphere at the front of the town.
I'm telling you, take one more step and you're gone. You're history.
Florn, you have not heard the end of this. Come on. Let
All
us
right,
away.
Jonas, give me a dex save.
22.
All right. Right past your face. You just move your head to the side. An arrow goes right past your right ear. And you hear,
Old Rolo won't miss next time, wizard. Get your ass moving.
Oh, you Lakenharthers will never return to this town again. And we're heading to Lakeshire by the most direct road possible. We'll see if they have more tolerance for travelers than you, sorry lot.
If you do step in here, you're going to find a pitiful ending to your sad old life, Leatherman.
Do we turn?
Boy, you're lucky I don't take you down and put you over my knee.
I bet you'd like that, you nasty old fool.
Do we turn?
I had with this.
This is gonna keep going.
Wait,
Let's watch.
This will just go right into bonus episode. We'll just put all this an extended.
Florin and Abel have fake mean-offs.
This is just the Monty Python.
Somebody should have beat you more when you were a kid. Lousy orphan.
Hey man, that's not cool.
I understand ungratefulness when I see it.
And I turn around. And walk
Abel,
off.
give me a dex saving throw.
Dex save. You know, it's my strong suit.
I know it is.
4
Okay.
minus 1 is a 3.
Okay. All right. You're gonna take that is gonna be 9 damage, and a bonfire shoots up from the ground where you're standing, and you don't get out of the way fast enough. I will burn you up for real, old man.
All right.
Let's go into the woods.
Yep.
All right. So you get to where Rollo has said, there's a pack of books. John, you see the brick that Florin, the book that was
That he
that
turned into a
Florin
brick.
turned back into a brick.
Nice.
That's there, and there's a scroll that's rolled up next to it. You do see the promised breastplate. It looks like it might be a little too big for you, but you can totally fit in it, Filnyr. And
Wouldn't that be my old one that I took off? Or is that?
oh sure,
there-
this. No, I'm sorry. Breastplate. This is the one that allows you to do stealth checks.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. And for you, Abel, there is a pack of rashers of bacon that have been cooked and dried, and a small thing of biscuits with a note from Yvonne, which says, "Be well and Godspeed. Come back as soon as Adair is gone."
Well, I suppose that settles that.
All right, on to the Red Cloud Mountain.
Back to the road.
All right.
Perhaps we can. Which way are we going? Are we stopping to check on Galwinia? I suppose we should take a minute to decide.
No, I said that in front of the divination magic at the gate there, so they wouldn't know which way we were going.
Right. So, to Breentown.
I think we got to go to the mountain first.
You
But around past Lakeshire, or
You can get on my back. Ehi won't touch you when you're on me. We will cross the lake together. I will not take this other human with me.
I feel like a lot of the things this wolf is saying now are sort of weirdly sexual.
Haven't you ever rode a wild white wolf, old man, with your 2 closest friends on top?
And
Do you see
as
what
you
I
go-
mean, Filnyr?
And as you guys make
do.
your way,
Case in point. That's all I'm saying.
and as you guys make your way to the lake, it's just one more wolf sex innuendo after another, and
Wolfie, you better watch out. I'm gonna put this in you, Indo.
Well, that's how you know you got a white piece of tail right in your mouth.
I'm going to have to cut all of these and put them in the bonus episode.
and you guys get to the lake. Despo peels off and heads back toward Lake and Hearth, and riding on the back of the white wolf, you begin to cross the lake, and you make your way about halfway through the lake, and he looks at you and says,
To the city or to the mountain?
and thus ends episode 31 of
Jesus.
2
Everyone
weeks
Must
to think about
End,
it.
the Dungeon Dads podcast.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
All right.
All right.
What has happened?
Right?
What has happened?
One thing after another.
We've got a gigantic pet, and we've lost a home base.
You
So
got a pet.
we're
And
gonna-
he's kind of nasty.
Who's in a dare?
We're gonna have to do some pausing here. Figure out what's going on.
Yeah, there's way too much pawing going on. Soft petting.
Oh God.
Oh man. Oh,
Ew.
man.
Ew.
We'll save it for the bonus episode. Yeah.
Okay. Hey everybody, come on back. We're gonna talk about Pawson and this fight, and also the weird thing that happened in Lakenhearth and what they're gonna do next. So come on back for that. Join us on Patreon, everybody.
Patreon.com/Dungeon Dads. Get those bonus episodes.
Yep. Toodaloo.
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 Toodaloo.